Greetings, traveler. Thank you for tuning in. Today, stupid. Alright, so what's up, guys? So today is a special day. I'm bringing you my first drawing video. And with that, it's an idea that I've done already, just not quite to this extent. With my last post on my Instagram was my She-Hulk, Norse She-Hulk. And I'm going to expand on that idea by drawing two Marvel characters in a full-on Norse get-up. And it's just as if they were Norse warriors in that time period. And those heroes are Falcon and Winter Soldier. And I picked Falcon and Winter Soldier not just because they have the show that's coming out on Disney Plus, after WandaVision. Actually, WandaVision would be a cool idea for another video if I were to do this again. However, just the idea of Falcon in like a full plate armor, metal wings, with long dreads, big beard, it just sounds too dope to pass on. Anyways, let's get into it. Alright, y'all. So, I had some technical difficulties. I had recorded the first section of this video, and to where I got to this point, and I lost it. I guess it just, something happened with my screen recording where it just didn't catch the first section. But anyhow, to give him more of that, that Falcon-esque personality, I gave him the wings and the helmet. And it's funny because we never really saw that much of Thor's helmet. Like, we saw it in the first Thor, and in Thor Ragnarok, they did like that arena version of it. And I hope they bring what we saw in the first Thor movie back. Like that classic, just solid, silver, steel style with the wings. There's the super, traditional looking helmet. I hope we get that back in future Thor movies and future designs. Like, I liked that more than the Ragnarok one. Which the Ragnarok one was cool. It just seemed very temporary. Like, I couldn't see him continuously wearing that. And, maybe they will do that, where they, if they have that as his new helmet. Anyhow, I'm gonna do some time skipping here, and we'll be back. So I'm going to show you guys some of the reference I was using. Here is what I was looking at for Falcon's helmet. I really wanted to give him that traditional Viking, large eye socket helmet. I figured I'd give him that more kingly look, more Earl look. And definitely like this one with the wolf, or that one with the wolf eye. I'm going to use that design or something similar, to incorporate that wolf pelt for Winter Soldier's design. I feel like that would really look good on him. And usually how I paint, I start off with a rough sketch. And it's not always the same as what I use that with, or how I continue from that point. I always start off with a rough sketch. And I'll either paint over it, or I'll try to make that sketch a little more clean, a little cleaner, and I'll fill in the sketch itself. But typically I've been going for more painterly look. So I typically, like I did here, just paint over it. And the lines is something that I really rely on. In college, I took some drawing classes. I've always been drawing since college and since high school. I'm only 23, so I still got more college to go, but I really didn't paint as much before I took, my oil painting classes and watercolor classes in college. I didn't paint much before then. But that was definitely, those classes definitely gave me a more of an understanding of how the whole painting process works, and how to approach it better. And I can definitely say I've implicated that or applied that to my digital art. And digital is definitely something I like more versus traditional. I posted some traditional stuff on my Instagram and on my social medias before, but if I had to choose, I would definitely say digital is the route that I'll stick with more often than not. As for the route that I'm taking this, I'm no expert on Nordic runes or Norse runes whatsoever, but that chevron shape, I try to incorporate that because Falcon has that in his costume. It's kind of a pointed, blocky L shape or chevron shape on his suit. So I figured, why not make that runes on his armor? And the extent of my Norse rune knowledge just lies in the show Vikings. That's really where my extent of Norse mythology and culture comes or stops at. And it's really why I want to make this video. I've been watching that show. I'm on like season 3 at this point. It's a really good show. Check it out if you haven't watched it. Which also brings me back to the idea of how they've handled Thor in the MCU. Love what they've done with the character. But I do hope that they go for more of that, hard, Norse, pure Viking Thor kind of a tone. I definitely do like what Taika Waititi has done with the character and what Kenneth Branagh did in his previous Thor movies, Thor 1 and 2. Even though I think that Taika Waititi's Thor is the stronger of the three. However, with the design, I did try to go for more of a kingly type of design with the gold runes in his armor. All hail King or Earl Sam. As funny as that sounds, or as ridiculous as that sounds. Alright guys, so here's the finished design. And I went with more of a cloth-based design instead of the full plate all over. You know, he has the full plate on the on his right arm, and of course the helmet, and the one knee pad on his right leg. But mainly, it's a lot of cloth with different runic designs. I like how what I did with the wings, or more so the resemblance of wings with the flagpoles. I thought that was interesting. But yeah, I added the shield too. Oh, there it is. Anyhow, thanks for watching. I really appreciate all the support that I've been getting on my social medias, and it really means a lot. All the feedback I've gotten there, and all the support. But appreciate you guys watching, and I should have a part 2 up for the Winter Soldier section of this drawing series, and leave some suggestions of other characters I should do. Maybe Scarlet Witch and Vision, or just other ones that are a little less on the mainstream side. Alright, thanks for watching. See ya.